Take a look. The Mix is a $3 billion, 112-acre project.
Something strange has just been uncovered in Texas, and scientists aren't just confused, they're panicking. Behind the scenes, researchers are scrambling for answers, but the public, they still don't know a thing. So what is going on in Texas that has the science world buzzing and maybe even covering something up? A land full of secrets. Texas is huge, so big that it's hard to imagine. It covers 268,596 square miles, which means that it's bigger than France. In fact, only Alaska has more land. And with over 31.9 million people, Texas is the second most populated state in the US, right after California. The landscape is just as wild and varied. In West Texas, you'll find dry desert, tall cacti, and wide open skies. In East Texas, you get thick forests, known as the piney woods, shady, green, and peaceful. There are rolling hills, flat prairies, and even rugged mountains in Big Bend National Park. Texas also has a 367-mile-long coastline along the Gulf of Mexico, where you'll find sunny beaches like South Padre Island and historic spots like Galveston. Now, if you drive from El Paso in the far west to Texarkana in the northeast, it'll take over 12 hours. That is like crossing an entire country. Every part of Texas feels different. Fort Worth still holds on to that cowboy spirit. South Texas reflects deep Hispanic culture. And thanks to the sunshine in mild winters, it is perfect for outdoor adventures, like hiking in canyons or watching bison roam in Caprock Canyon. So with all of that wide open space, forests, deserts, and mountains, Texas could easily hide something big, something that scientists weren't ready to find. But it's not just land that makes Texas mysterious. NASA's stay in Houston.
NASA had already announced that Houston would be home to the Manned Spacecraft Center.
Texas is a place where big ideas take off, quite literally. In Houston, there's NASA's Johnson Space Center, the same place that guided the Apollo moon missions. Today, it is where scientists and engineers are planning for missions to Mars and beyond. Just imagine the kind of technology that they're working on behind closed doors. Down in Boca Chica near the Gulf Coast, Elon Musk's SpaceX is building Starship rockets, the biggest and most powerful ever made. They're testing engines, launching prototypes, and dreaming of space colonies. And it's not just rockets. In Austin's Silicon Hills and Dallas's Silicon Prairie, tech is booming. Tesla's Gigafactory in Austin is building electric cars and batteries, and maybe even robots in the near future. Texas Instruments, a company based in Dallas, makes the microchips that power our phones, cars, and computers. Thanks to low taxes and fewer regulations, Texas is a magnet for tech companies and startups. But with all of that innovation, it is possible that something top secret could be discovered there. Texas is now a major hub for cutting-edge technology and mysterious development. And one name rises to the top again and again: Elon Musk. Elon Musk's secret plans in Texas.
Musk is now on a new mission, this time to make SpaceX's launch site an actual city.
Elon Musk is turning Texas into his personal sci-fi playground. And some believe that whatever has scientists panicking might be connected to his massive projects. Let's break it down. In Boca Chica, right near the Gulf of Mexico, Musk's SpaceX Starbase is testing Starship rockets, the same rockets that could take people to the moon, Mars, or beyond. They've even built housing and a private school called Ad Astra for employees' children. That is how serious they are. Up in Austin, the Tesla Gigafactory has been rolling out electric cars and battery packs since 2021. It is now the company's official headquarters. Just east of Austin in Bastrop, Musk's Boring Company is planning a futuristic town called Snailbrook, complete with homes, sports centers, and a high-tech transportation hub, possibly for Hyperloop testing. But that's not all. His brain tech company Neuralink has a $14 million lab in Bastrop, where scientists are working on brain-computer interfaces technology that could one day link your mind directly to a computer. Meanwhile, SpaceX's Starlink warehouse in the area is producing satellite internet kits at scale. And X, formerly Twitter, is now moving operations to Austin, tying into Musk's vision for xAI, his artificial intelligence company. Oh, and he's also backing a $100 million STEM-focused university in Austin to train the next generation of scientists and engineers. So, why Texas? Well, the answer is simple. Open land, fewer rules, and big freedom to experiment. Governor Greg Abbott even said Musk began planning these projects with Texas leaders back in 2020. So if Elon Musk is leading the charge, he's not alone. Texas has always been a land of trailblazers, people who dream big, build fast, and sometimes stumble onto things the rest of us weren't meant to see. Trailblazers and hidden secrets.
1, engine full power, and liftoff, Falcon 9, 2010.
Texas doesn't just build rockets and tech, it builds pioneers. People who aren't afraid to take risks, push boundaries, and maybe guard a few secrets along the way. Some of the most influential leaders, artists, and entrepreneurs in America have come out of Texas, all powered by grit and bold, never back down attitude. Take Austin, for example. It's not just a tech hub, it's also a cultural powerhouse. The city hosts South by Southwest, a global festival that brings together filmmakers, musicians, and inventors to launch the next big thing. The music scene stretches from classic country to hip-hop, and new trends are born here every year. In sports, Texas produces elite athletes, from Olympic gymnasts to NFL stars, all raised with that same go big or go home energy. And while Texas is all about high-tech dreams and big business, it's also a state that holds tight to its traditions. But even long-standing traditions can hide secrets in plain sight. State Fair Mysteries.
You to a part of the fair where the public's not allowed. Our Brickcats is showing you its hidden bunker of history.
Every fall, millions of people head to Dallas for one of the biggest and oldest celebrations in the country, the Texas State Fair. It started in 1886 thanks to local leaders like W.H. Gaston, and it's been a Texas tradition for over a century. People come for the fun, and there's plenty of it. Deep-fried everything. Live music, from country honky-tonk to major headliners. Livestock shows, celebrating Texas's long ranching history. And of course, there's Big Tex, a 55-foot-tall cowboy who has greeted visitors since 1952. He's basically the fair's unofficial mascot, standing tall in boots and a giant smile. You'll also find games, rides, and exhibits that honor everything from Native American traditions to old-time Texas legends. But here is where it gets interesting. Some believe the fairgrounds themselves hold local mysteries, strange objects found during renovations, whispers of hidden tunnels, and old stories passed down through generations that hint at something forgotten, buried beneath the fairgrounds. So if secrets can be hidden in the middle of a crowded fairground, imagine what could be waiting in the deep, quiet corners of Texas's wild landscape. Paulo Duro's Hidden Truths.
I don't think people know that something this beautiful or this dramatic is up here in the Texas Panhandle.
In the Texas Panhandle, there is a place so vast and stunning, it is often called the Grand Canyon of Texas. That's the Palo Duro Canyon, and it might also be hiding something strange. This massive canyon stretches for 120 miles and cuts 800 feet deep into the earth. The red rock cliffs glow bright at sunrise and turn deep purple at dusk, a sight that almost feels magical. People come from all over to hike, bike, or ride horses along its winding trails. It is peaceful, it's quiet, it's the kind of place where time seems to slow down. But Palo Duro isn't just scenic, it's historic. Native American tribes lived in this canyon for centuries. It was once a stronghold for the Comanche, who fought to protect it during battles with settlers in the U.S. Army in the 1800s. Even today, the canyon echoes with stories. Each summer, it hosts a musical called Texas, a show filled with songs, fireworks, and tales of frontier life. And when the sun goes down, camping beneath the stars here with the Milky Way stretched above you just feels like stepping into another world, far away from city lights, far away from the noise, and maybe even far away from what we understand as normal. Some local legends say that people have seen lights in the sky, heard unusual sounds from deep within the canyon walls, and found carvings or objects that don't seem to match any known culture. Could Palo Duro be one of the quiet places where a discovery was made? Well, if you found this video interesting, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts down in the comments below.